November 2nd of 1997 is the first time that the original four members played together in front of an audience.
What was that show like?
So it was actually like I'm not going to call it a recital, but it was a performance that was part of my part of my credit at Notre Dame. So I did one set of just solo piano material, and the second set that I did was people coming up, and it was all improvisation. And so it started out with a couple different people, and then I think the show basically ended with about 15 or 20 minutes of the original members of Umphrey's. We played a little jam called Dear Lord that we sometimes still play. It's just a little instrumental. It's like this. Just like a major 1 and 4 thing. That's all it is. But yeah, so that was the first song that we ever played together.
So cool. And from that point on, you guys started gigging regularly or getting together and writing, or?
We weren't even a band yet at that point. Mike and I, the original drummer, were in a band called Stomper Bob, and Brendan and Ryan were in a band called Tashi Station. So probably about 2 weeks after that, they told us they wanted to get together for dinner. We went to this place called the Mishawaka Brewing Company, which had pretty decent burritos and like insanely cheap pitchers on Tuesday nights. That nice. Was the Tuesday. Everyone had wicked hangovers on Wednesdays all the time. But yeah, so we went out to dinner with Mike and I went out to dinner with them, and they were like, "We'll quit our band if you guys quit yours. We feel like you guys want to keep playing music after college. We do too, and our bandmates don't, you know." And we were. The band that we were in was not going to continue, so we were, of course, like, yeah, let's do this. And, you know, we kind of talked about what kind of music we wanted to make and what music that we liked and we all listened to. I mean, we knew some of this because we'd hung out and had, like, late-night drunken jams in each other's basements over the past year leading up to this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was kind of when we made the call, and then Mike and I went home and told our bass player. I also lived with our bass player of our other band, which that was not ideal. But yeah, we went home and told him we're done with this band. We're starting this other thing, and like all of the band members were cool except for that one guy that I lived with.
Of course, yeah.
So we went over to Brennan's place the next day, and we're like, all right, we did it. We quit, and they're like, oh shit, you guys actually did it? We're like, fucking kidding me? We're like, all right, we'll call our guys right now.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Yeah. So then we basically just, wrote music and rehearsed for all of December of 1997 and the first part of January of 97, and then played our first show January 21st, 1998. And the secret to our early success was this. We had 4 members in the original band, and we were all in different classes at Notre Dame. So I was the oldest, Brendan second oldest, Ryan third oldest, and Mike fourth. So we had, it was sophomore, junior, senior, and I was second senior year. I stuck around for a little extra. But that, it was great because we all had different groups of friends. And so immediately it was like, oh, we played a show and 150 people showed up.
Oh,
That's
look
awesome.
at that. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
so early success then.
Yeah, that's
yeah, the later success, it kind of petered off from there, but
yeah,
man, we were hot in early 98, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I love those.
That's the good stuff.
Yeah. And
yeah, I was gonna say, so when did you pick up Jake and everything?
Andy joined the band in the summer of 98. He started sitting in with us like 2 or 3 months after we started. He was in school in Bloomington in Indiana at the time. While we were in South Bend at Notre Dame. So he transferred to IUSB up where we live and moved up. Jake joined the band in 2000. We were going to ask him to join the band in 1999, and we were out on the road. We did one summer tour without him as just a 5-piece. and we heard that his bass player in his band Alibaba Stahini had left, and we were like, oh, when we get back to South Bend, we should talk to Jake about joining our band. You know, we would always go see Alibaba's play, and Brendan, I remember him one night at Mickey's Pub, you know, sitting there with me watching him, and he's like, we're going to ride Alibaba's coattails all the way to the top.
That's so funny.
Yeah. So we've told Jake that, of course, since then. He thinks it's hilarious.
Of course, yeah.
But yeah, so we got back home from that tour, and they had found a new bass player. And we're like, oh, man, we can't do it now. So we waited, and a year later, that guy was like, well, I just want to do studio stuff. I don't want to like tour and play live shows. And we're like, we can't let Jake escape again here. We got to get him. So we asked him if he wanted to do the dual guitar thing. And, you know, we were like, listen, bro, we love your songs too. So any Alibaba songs you want to bring into the Umphrey's catalog, let's do it, you know? So it was a really cool kind of assimilation, because it wasn't just, here, join our band. We were like, come join our band and let's learn your songs too, and then let's start writing stuff together.
Totally, yeah. And how many of those songs from his band are you guys still doing? Any of those songs, or
Oh yeah, plenty. I mean, from the earliest ones like 40s Theme, Syncopated Strangers, Kabump.
40s theme is that old? No kidding.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Party and Peeps was an Alibaba's tune originally. Got Your Milk. I'm sure there's more that I'm not. Ringo, I think, was an Alibaba's tune.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Man. Wow.
So, you know, some of these we added parts. Water was called something else, but it was similar. There's some parts from that we used. I think even Molche's Odyssey is an Alibaba's tune, and then Tinkles was an Umphrey's tune, and then we of course recorded Molche's and Tinkles together on the album.
Nice. That's how you combine the two. That's awesome.
Yeah.